Hello everyone. So today we will talk about a very easy problem. It is called a reversal linked list and a very fundamental problem. So you'll be given a single linked list and you just need to reverse it. Okay. So given the head of the single linked list, reverse the list and return the reversed list. Okay. Just reverse that list and return it. That's it. So 1 2 3 4 5 is there. We need to return 5 4 3 2 1 like this. Then again 1 2 is there. 2 1 is written. Empty is there. Then empty will be written. Even 1 is there. Reversing one node will be same node only, so that is there, and the number of nodes in that list is in the range from 0 to 5000. Okay, like that, and the value can be from -5000 to 5000. So a linked list can be reversed either iteratively or recursively. Could you implement both? So that just a follow up there they giving. Okay, so let us try to understand the approach first, and then we are going to be jumping and writing the code for that. So let us try to understand the approach. So approach is very simple. We'll be having 3 pointers. Okay, so here we have previous pointer, here we have current pointer, here we have next pointer. Okay, 3 pointers will be there. So initially we'll be having this head which will be pointing here. Okay, and our previous node will be pointing here, current node will be pointing here, and this will be pointing here. Okay, now first thing first, that we are going to be checking that whenever we are traversing, that C should not be equals to null. So that is the important thing. So C should not be equals to null. So here we have done this, and in the while loop we'll be running that next will be always pointing to the C dot next, where C dot next is pointing, there this n will be pointing, n is next. Okay, so once that is done, what we are going to be, we are just going to be moving this. Okay, we are going to be moving this, so we'll be writing that I'll just write it here. Okay, so first while we'll be having, while current you can say not equals to null. Okay, so that is the condition. So in this we'll be running this operation. We'll be doing first thing, we'll be moving this pointer from this one to this one. So we'll be writing C dot next will be pointer P, which is previous. Okay, so that is done. So this will be pointing like this. Now again what will be done, this C previous will be basically current will be nothing but our previous. Okay, so previous will be current basically. So previous will be pointing where current is pointing now, because pointing previous was here, now previous will be here. Okay, so previous will be pointing where current is pointing, so this will be here, and our current will be nothing but where next is pointing. So our current will be this one. So current equals to next, will write like this. Okay, similar to that, now again we will be doing the same thing in the loop. Then next pointer will be pointing where C is next is pointing. Okay, C is next, it will point there, so it will be here for some time. Now again we'll be doing C dot next will be our previous, so it will be changed something like this. Then our previous will be where C is there, so will be P equals to C, means like P will be pointing here, and our current will be pointing where next is pointing, so this will be pointing here. So you can see one by one we are rotating this pointer. Okay, so it will be automatically created the reverse list. Okay, so again similar thing will be having, next pointer will be there, then we'll be moving this pointer, this is already done. So previous will be here, current will be here after some time, then this will be here. Okay, so this will become the head. So what we'll be writing, head equals to previous will be writing, last one will be head equals to previous, and then because previous will be last at this position, previous will be there, and what we'll be doing, head next will be pointing null. Okay, so at the very end, not here, at the very end we'll be writing head dot next will be null, and we'll be returning, what will be returning, will be returning head. Okay, so that is the simple approach. Let us try to write the code and we'll understand better there. So let us write the first code. The first condition is that we have 2 conditions basically. We have seen that it was written there, I didn't explain, but there are 2 conditions. First is that it is empty, like empty or null. Another thing is there is only one node. So that both condition we need to check, that if our head which is given is equals to null, or head dot next equals to null. Head dot next equals to null means there is only one element. So we'll be writing head dot next equals to null. So in that case what will be returning, will be returning null. Okay, so this is the program. Now what we are going to be doing here, Again, next conditions will be, we can remove one semicolon here. So next condition will be to make two nodes, which is list node will be having current, which will be, we can write current equals to this, which will be pointing to the head. We can have first previous will be there. So okay, we have seen that, right? Previous will be there, which is pointing to the head, and then list node current will be there, which will be pointing to the head dot next. So head dot next it will be pointing. So this is done. Now we are going to simply running the while loop. So what was the condition? That while current is not equals to null. Okay, so while that condition is true, we are going to be running this loop, and the first will be, what we'll be doing, we are going to be pointing our current. First we'll be storing that next pointer, because after that it get lost. So I'll be writing list node next equals to current dot next. Okay, current dot next, we have stored our next pointer in our that next pointer. Now we are doing current dot next will be pointing to, current dot next will be previous. Okay, now we are going to be updating our previous will become our current will become our previous basically. Then we are going to be, current will be basically our where next is pointing. Okay, so that is it, we are done. Now we are going out of this loop. We are simply writing head dot next equals to null. Okay, why means I explained that first program will be like, first we need to have null at the very end of the linked list. So after reversing we need to put null at the very beginning of this original list. Okay, so that is done. Now we'll be having head equals to previous. Okay, so head equals to previous means we need to return head. Okay, so that's it. Now we can try to run the code and see the output, whether it is working fine or not. So here n should be capital. I need to check again, it is code only. So it is successfully accepted. Now let us try to submit the code for this one. So here it is not working, I think. Wrong answer. Let me just have a look in this. Here we missed one thing. We not need to return null, because for if one is element there, so we need to return head. So that is the thing which we missed here. Let us try to submit again, and hopefully this will work now. Because for if nothing is there, we can return nothing which is there in the head. If something is there, we need to return that something, correct? So that is there, successfully accepted. I hope you got that idea of the problem. So that's it for this video. We'll meet in the next video with another such problem. Thank you.